Prison Performing Arts is a 27-year-old uh, theater organization, and it was started by Agnes Wilcox, who ran a theater here in St. Louis called the New Theater. And toward the end of the years of that theater, she began to get interested in having uh, theatrical performances visit prisons.
I was hired by Chris to make a play um, that absolutely does not exist yet at all.
Well, I want to bring the voices of the people that we work with inside the prison, outside the prison. So the best way to do that, I thought, was to create new plays. So I have three playwrights lined up. These are nationally respected, published playwrights who are interested in going in and doing a workshop with a group of inmates at each of the prisons. And based on interviews and improvisations and discussions, they will create a play for the inmates to perform for inside the prison. And then we'll take that performance, we'll take that script, and I'll co produce it in St. Louis with a professional theater here for the general public.
My name is LaWanda Jackson. I am serving a life without parole sentence plus 3 consecutive on a first degree murder I committed when I was 17 years old.
I am Patty Pruitt. I have served 31 years in prison, not this particular prison that we move around a lot. 31 years total, as they say in prison, flat time. I have 19 more years to serve before I can have a parole hearing, a consideration hearing, and may be able to go home after that at some point in time.
All right, I'm Tessa Van Valera. I'm here on a horrible charge. It's statutory sodomy and rape. A lot of people take that the wrong way, but that's what I was charged with. I got sentenced to 60 years. 60 years. And I've been locked up for 7.
Okay, so my name is Laura Hulsey, 1268123. I have been here for about 3 years now. I got here in July of 2014. I was charged with first degree assault, class B felony at 85%, meaning I have to serve 85% of the amount of time given.
My name is Autumn Smith. I have been here now for 3 years. I have 2 more years to do, so I'll be doing 5 years and 1 month on a 6-year sentence. I am here for first degree and voluntary manslaughter and second degree assault.
When the men or women that work with us spend 15 weeks working on a play, they're working on a goal outside of themselves. And they have to have each other's back. They have to trust each other.
Mine says, don't judge me by my mugshot.
Mine was, if it wasn't for me being locked up, I would never have found my voice and grown and become the person I am today. I am stronger now than I have ever been before.
Mine says that we are real human people, not monsters, with a past, a present, and a future, like everyone else.
I've made plenty of mistakes and more horrible decisions, but I'm only human. I'm not perfect. It's the simple things in life that make my heart grow fonder. Don't take your freedom for granted, and don't take life for granted.
Okay? I'm discovering who I am while I'm in prison, and I've grown to love the person I'm becoming.
The thing about art is that initially it's lots of fun, but then when you start doing a play, it's really hard work. So you got to stick with it. And there are things that are frustrating, and there are things that make you mad because you can't get your lines, and you have to get your lines by a certain date, and you have to show up. You can't just not be there. So all of all of those requirements teach people how to be dependable and to count on each other. At the end of every rehearsal, we all get together and put our hands in the middle and look at each other and say, I got your back.
PPA is wonders. PPA has changed a lot of things for me, especially just like in the future. I have so much to look forward to. It is a place that, a time where I can come up here and escape the entire camp and completely be creative and be who I want to be, when I want to be, how I want to be, and not be told what to do. And Christopher Limber and a lot of the people that, Angela Boyd, who have helped us, create this whole organization, or it has just really, really played a big part in what PPA is for me.
PPA stands for Prison Performing Arts, and it does so much. It does so much more than just put on plays. I will admit it's not for everybody. It's hard work. It's dedication. You have to have a will to do it. You have to. You can't just come in and decide, oh, we're playing Hamlet, I'm going to be Hamlet. You can't do it, because you've got to work to be Hamlet, Without knowing what I was getting into fully, when I got into the work part of it, once you get into the play, you kind of appreciate it. Once you've been doing it for a while, you appreciate working towards something that means something.
PPA makes me feel like there's a reason for me to still be living. When you're serving a forever sentence and have served forever, and started out as a young woman and have ended up as an old woman with no end in sight, you need to have a reason to get up in the morning. And I have found lots of reasons. I work hard at that. But one of the really good reasons is prison performing art and what it brings to these girls. Not just me, but all these girls that never accomplished anything really of note before. And the end of a play is a spectacular celebration. Now, we don't have a big meal, we don't have a cast party and all that kind of stuff. We go back to ourselves and go, we did that. We did that. We entertained. We were somebody else.
Doing a play, working together, having to share a challenging experience, and then succeeding at something wonderful opens the door to expression. It also opens the door to personal creativity. And all of these things open the door to imagination, which is essential to rehabilitation. Always look at everybody.
Get your hand in there, girl. Isn't there? Oh, where's my
Okay,
water?
always.
I got your back.